Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be reacting to the Cleveland Browns versus Chicago Bears game. This game was bananas. I'm a Browns fan, as you cannot tell. That game was too close for comfort. The fact that game came down to the last second was beside me. Joe Flacco throwing all the turnovers. The Bears offense was doing absolutely nothing besides when our offense was helping them out by giving them great field position. And in the very end, with 30 seconds to go, our defense should have just killed the Bears offense right there, but instead we let them get down the field and even give them an opportunity to try and get a field goal, or in the end, obviously go for the Hail Mary. But we're going to get right into this. We're going to kind of go through, review kind of the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Review some of the good and bad things of what I saw in the game, and then ultimately kind of wrap it up by talking about, did I think this Browns team deserved this win? Because there were some moments in this game where I'm like, they just look awful. How are they even going to win this game? And then after that, we'll kind of talk about, is this Browns team deserving of a playoff spot? Because with a few weeks left, playoffs are coming. We need to get ready for the playoffs. But other than that, we're going to get right into this. So as always with these types of videos, if you're going to enjoy, make sure you do drop a like. Very much appreciate if you do so. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, as you can see right here, final score 17-20. Like I said, Joe Flacco, let's go and just break down the offense first of the Cleveland Browns, because that is where we need to begin. The offense was good in the fourth quarter. In the first, second, and third quarter, I don't even know how to describe that offense. Because you're going to look at this stat and you're going to say, man, Joe Flacco, 28 of the 44, 374 yards, 2 touchdowns, incredible. Here's the problem. He should have had 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, maybe only 1 interception, because out of the 3 picks he threw, if you remember them, I'll try to put them on screen if I can, but the first interception, that one was more or less, I guess, a miscommunication with the receiver. I think it was Cedric Tillman. He wanted him to do like a deep in-breaking route. He kind of just went straight upfield. It was either Tillman or Njoku. He wanted them to do a deep in-breaking route. They went on a streak. With that happening, Joe Flacco threw the in-breaking route. The receiver just kept going. The safety, I think it was Eddie Jackson, he stood there, caught the ball, interception. The second interception was, I believe he threw it to Amari Cooper or David Bell, one of the two. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the receiver looked like he was going to catch the ball, got hit immediately, like bang, bang. People talking about should have been PI. It was bang, bang. The receiver, in a way, I think should have just not even tried to catch the ball, made a business decision in that moment, but the ball popped up. I think it was Terrell Edmonds that caught the ball, or Tremaine Edmonds, correct me, who caught the ball for the Bears. He picked it off, pick 6. It was just so stupid with that interception, because that one could have been avoided. Like I said, that could have been avoided. The first pick, that can be corrected in practice. Let's get on the same page. Everybody, we need to understand what we're doing when we're out there playing. The second one, that one could have been avoided, because it's like, if the ball just goes down on the ground rather than popping up in the air, easily avoidable. The third interception, that is on Joe Flacco, because he had David Njoku wide open, right down the middle. Literally the second Joe Flacco kind of stepped back and he did the fake handoff to the running back. I think Mark Sanchez is the name of the guy, the color commentator on the telecast for Fox. He was literally like, there he is, wide open. And it's like, Joe took a minute to throw the ball. If he would have thrown it when everybody in the building was all probably in the stands, we're all seeing David Njoku running down the middle saying, there he is, throw it, it would have been an easy touchdown. But Joe took a minute, he saw him, and I think what they said was he was trying to stare off the safety and get the safety to move out of the way. And by the time he threw it, that safety was already creeping in, jumped the route, easy interception. Looking at the rest of the offense, Jerome Ford, he played bad. Not even bad. It was more or less the offensive line. Every single time he got the ball, you could tell the run lanes were not there. He had one good run of like 8 or 9 yards in this game. Other than that, it was mid. And it's hard to say a running back is mid when half of their success is based off of how good the offensive line's playing. And we'll get into that in a minute. But he didn't really was able to find the holes, because I like to portray it back to our Lord and Savior God, Nick Chubb. When there's not a hole there, he can make his own holes. He can cut back, juke, and go for his own holes and go for 70 to 100 yards any day. The receivers played good. David Njoku, like I said, we'll get into him in a minute. He played great in that fourth quarter. We'll talk about that entire fourth quarter here in a minute. But he played great, got a lot of good big-time catches, had the amazing catch there at the end that was able to get us in the field goal range. Amari Cooper had that crazy catch. That one was too close for comfort. I thought Joe Flacco was going to throw another interception there, but he caught that last ball and went straight down the sideline. People talked about, did he step out of bounds? No, he did not. He got the whole way down the field. Easy touchdown. And then Njoku was able to get that touchdown earlier on in the game on 3rd and goal. People, the announcers, they were like, oh, wait, did his heel hit the end zone or hit the white line before his toe got... Shut up. His toe touched and then the heel touched. Stop trying to take our touchdowns away. But all in all, like I said, Joe Flacco, he played... Like, if I was going to give him a grade, I would say like a C-. He didn't play perfect by any means. But he didn't play god-awful. He made some redemption in that fourth quarter. The run game was not there, but we kind of knew that with how bad their offensive line has been playing. And now with these injuries, and like I said, we'll get into it. The injuries have ridiculed this offensive line. Joel Bitonio, he went down in this game. Wyatt Teller is the lone man from the starting five from week 1 of our offensive line. But all in all, if I had to give the offense a grade, C-, like I said, I would say C-, because they were literally trying to give this game away. My correction, Joe Flacco was trying to give this game away. But in the very end, our defense stood strong and our offense was able to go win the game. Now let's talk about the defense. The defense was amazing. The fact that if you look at this score, we literally gave up probably 0 points on defense. People are going to look at this and be like, well, 17 points, isn't that on defense? No. Offense, pick 6, not on us. At the end of the first quarter, I believe, the interception that got ran back to the 1-yard line, the defense didn't let them get the whole way down there. They went out there with you on the 1-yard line. And then we had you stopped on the 3rd and goal, I believe. 3rd and goal, 4th and goal, whatever. They got a lucky catch because I think Myles Garrett had Justin Fields wrapped up. He should have been sacked. He got out of it, ran over, threw it to his tight end, touchdown. But it was just like those slim margins that our defense was playing exceptional in this game. So for anybody that would look at this game, if we would have lost this game 17-7, I would say this to those people: if you're trying to blame the defense, you are fucking stupid. The defense did everything in its power to keep us in this game, and if you were trying to blame the defense, you're stupid. When we were down 17-7 going in the fourth quarter, when we had that interception by Joe Flacco after that muff punt, we could have just laid down and died right there. Every one of us watching the game on our TVs, we could have just turned the TV off, said, fuck this, we're done, get out of here. But that defense stood strong. They stayed home. They played their asses off. They didn't give a damn if they were still trailing. They were going to play their asses off and fight to show we are still a good defense. Sure, is there 17 points up for you guys? Maybe, but we ain't going to let you get any more than 17. I thought the run stopping was good. The big key thing that we need to do this week was figure out how to stop Justin Fields. We did, I think, pretty good at that. Yeah, he only went about 7 carries for 30 yards. The one run where he looked like he was going to get the first down on like a 3rd and 1 or 4th, I think it was 4th and 1, correction. He went and leaped down for the first down. He came about, I want to say, like half a yard short. That was a big stop. I think it was Cameron Mitchell who stopped him, who grabbed up his leg and was able to stop him. But looking at entirely of this offense, I mean, 88 yards rushing for the entire team is pretty good. When you look at our team coming into this game, we've talked about it for weeks now about how the Cleveland Browns are supposed to have the #1 rushing attack. We're supposed to be this top tier run team. We bring in all these backup quarterbacks. We got to run the ball, make it happy, or team friendly for them, because obviously a quarterback coming in, they're not going to know the offense that well. But with our offense, it's like we're just saying, fuck that. You're going to throw the ball. I mean, the fact that we threw the ball 45 times and only ran the ball 18 times for 29 yards, does that say more of the play calling or does that say more of the injuries? I would say it's a little bit of both, but I just kind of wanted to get that question out for you guys if you want to talk about it. Because I've seen a lot of people talking about it, and I'm one of those people that have talked about Kevin Stefanski needs to run the fucking ball. I still am one of those people, but now that I've kind of seen the big picture as the offensive line is just not the same, we can't run the ball with a battered offensive line. You need to do a lot of the screens, a lot of the reverses, a lot of the jet sweeps, a lot of the quick slants, stuff that's going to get the ball out of Joe Flacco's hands pretty quickly. Last thing to kind of talk about with the offense, David Njoku, big day for him. Like I said earlier, he had that touchdown in the first quarter, and then he had that big catch at the very end of the game where he was able to go down the sideline. It was 2 catches on that drive, to be fair. He had the first catch that we were at the 25-yard line, went the whole way down to our opposing 45-yard line, and then on like 3rd and like 15, where we were probably thinking, well, that's the game. We're going to fuck around, and we're going to let the Bears get the ball back, and they're going to go down here and win this game. We had David Njoku make a insane, I mean insane, over-the-head, spin around, catch, run, get the first down by like a yard or 2. It was incredible. We are really seeing David Njoku become like a reliable target for Joe Flacco, and I'm loving it. The only connection that they had in this game that I'm a little bit pissed off by was, I think it was 3rd or 4th quarter. I think it was like a mesh route, kind of like the tight ends were just kind of going down across the bottom of the zone. David Njoku, the announcer Mark Sanchez, said he was supposed to kind of go down and then hook and stay there so Joe could kind of throw it to him. He can turn around, jump for a first down. David just kept on running, and when Joe threw the ball to him, he just got popped. I don't know if that was a miscommunication by Joe Flacco or David or both, but they need to clean that one up. Last couple of things I want to discuss is Montez Sweat from the Bears. This is more or less for something for the Bears fans. You have found a stud, and I mean a stud, defensive end, possibly franchise man that's going to be with you for the rest of your time. Montez Sweat, this dude is a beast. I knew he was a beast with Washington. I still can't believe Washington just traded him away for a 2nd-round pick. You should have gotten at least a 1st-round pick for him. But 2.5 sacks, 5 total or solo tackles, 7 total tackles, a tackle for loss, 3 quarterback hits total. The dude was just everywhere. Now, I want to everybody to understand, he was going up against a backup right tackle, a backup left tackle at times throughout the entirety of this game. So don't get your hopes up. If he were to go up against like a Trent Williams or any other top tier left tackle in the league, he'd probably get bitched. I'm not saying Montez Sweat isn't capable of getting at least like half a sack to a sack a game, but him going and getting 3 sacks a game is not something you're going to see every day. Because I can already see the Bears fans already talk about, is Montez Sweat the next Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Micah Parsons? Don't get your hopes up. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. Like, he's going to have at least, let's say, 12 sacks by the end of the year, hopefully. But he's not, like I said, TJ Watt, Micah, Myles, good. Those dudes are, like, in their own different ballpark. Montez Sweat, he's coming, but he's not there yet. And before I wrap this up, I just kind of want to touch point on that last play and just an entirety of this Cleveland Browns team. Why is every fucking game with the Browns so, like, heart beating out of my chest, close suspension on the edge of your seat, you cannot look away type of game? Because with 32 seconds to go, we should have had this game wrapped up. No timeouts for the Bears. We just kicked the field goal. We should be heading home. This defense, let's go end this game. What do? Quick throw down the field to, I believe, DJ Moore. He drops it. Cool. 25 seconds to go. Next throw. He catches it this time. I forget the name of the guy. I was thinking it was 18 for the Bears. He catches it, and he goes the whole way down to about the 40-yard line. If he didn't decide to, like, whittle-waddle his way down the sideline and just go out of bounds to avoid being hit and there was no safety there, he was gone for a touchdown. Luckily, our defense was able to stand tall in that moment and not allow them to just make a few more close passes or quick, like, slant passes, get in field goal range, kick the field goal, and we would have still been sitting here stressing out in overtime. But a win is a win. That's what I'm going to say. A win is a win. But now that this game is wrapped up, we need to go into this week with a big emphasis on rehab, treatment, get somebody healthy. And I mean somebody healthy. Every single time, and this was a side note, every single time somebody runs into Myles Garrett, they get hurt. Last week, Grant Delpit ran into Myles Garrett's knees. Now he's out with a groin injury. This week, Zadarius Smith went banged off of Myles Garrett. Now he went down in this game in the fourth quarter on that last drive of the Bears. He went off the field. I don't know the diagnosis on him, but he was hurt. So like I said, going into this week, I think we play the Texans next week. We need to have a big emphasis on everybody. Just get healthy. We're already down our starting left tackle, our backup left tackle, I think. Our Joe Bitonio is now down. Our starting center was down in Poachage. Nick Harris came in. He's now down. Luke Weipler had to finish out the game. And then Wyatt Teller, he's our lone man out there. Jack Conklin, our starting right tackle, he's done. DeJuan Jones, he's done. Jerron Christian, he's trying. But if we don't get fucking healthy, this season's going to have a rough ending. But other than that, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy today's video. As always with these types of videos when it comes to Cleveland Browns content, if you go on to enjoy, make sure you go and drop a like. It's very much appreciated if you do so. If you're a Cleveland Browns fan like me and you want to go ahead and leave your opinion on kind of how the game went, or if you just want to leave your opinion on kind of any certain player, maybe David Njoku, how he did, Amari Cooper, how he did, Joe Flacco with the interceptions, if you just want to leave your opinion on kind of how the game went in total, leave it down in the comment section down below. Be more than welcome to talk about it with you guys. Leave your opinion, and I'll be kind of go back and forth with you guys. Even Bears fan, if you're a Bears fan and you want to leave your opinion down there, feel free to do so. And to wrap it up, if you're a Browns fan and you want to go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified the second I post. I post Browns content here all the time whenever it comes to Browns news and updates. If it's big time news, and then anything sports related is always going to be here on the channel if you're a fan of that type of stuff. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.